Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Don't Be Mad podcast, your weekly dose of we're all together. We're gonna watch Disney Plus. Wow, no energy. None. Hi, everybody, Matthew, aka Lefty Lucky, and I'm joined here as always with
Jamali.
And Jason. Jamali's just like,
it's good to see you guys, man.
What's going on?
How's it going? It feels like it's been forever.
Last week was better.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was. I was at dinner. It was great. I love how he just ignores me. He acts like he doesn't care, but deep down he does. He's happy to see me.
Have better days.
He needs somebody to like butt heads with, you know?
Jamali, what are you reading?
What?
Yeah, what's he doing over there? Look over his shoulder.
I don't know. It looks like Instagram, but I can't really see from here.
Yo, you scrolling the gram? Why you scrolling the gram? Is she at least hot? Big booty butt cheeks? She got OnlyFans?
I don't know what.
Fuck that. No one's paying for that shit.
Only if it's $5.99.
Nah, internet's free for that. Don't need to do that.
Oh, Matthew pays for Poom, bro.
What?
Matthew pays for Poom. You hear? Wow.
Hey, if it's Drea,
Who's Drea?
Drea Michelle.
Bro,
I might get just the 1 month. See what's good.
That's like driving a 1989 Honda Accord that's been around the world.
Hey,
Mileage is high, fam.
hey, never hit on a station wagon.
I mean, we have different standards.
Station wagon will get you
right.
around. It'll hug them corners. Extra room in the back.
Only you think of that.
You got to think of it. You got to be prepared. So how was the week, guys? How's the mental health? How you been? Like I said, I missed you. I missed your energy, Jamali.
So, Jason, you gonna answer his question?
Jamali has no energy right now.
None. He's killing me. He's giving me nothing.
I'll respond. No, my week is good, man. I
She's like,
can't
I'll
complain.
respond. He's like, I'll pretend to care. Let's go.
I mean, like I know you definitely had. We had like the birthday vibe week going on.
Yeah, we went out. Last week and the week before, and that was good, man.
Did you do anything?
Yeah, Jamal. Did you do anything?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I'm here. I'm alive, aren't I? So I definitely lived.
So insightful, bringing us to the next level. As for myself, yeah, last week wasn't here. Was enjoying a nice little birthday, 7 days. Had a nice dinner with a couple friends. Hey, I actually did play some Craig David last week as well. It's always good to have him in the rotation, the playlist. Yeah, had a couple dinners, mostly just seeing people.
Thanks for the invite. You know, Jason and I were very.
You know what's funny? I did send out an invite.
To who?
Jason came with his girlfriend. We had a good time together.
What invite was this?
Where were you?
What invite was this?
Where were you?
When did you send this invite?
Where were you, Jamal?
Didn't get an invite.
All right, then. You never get invites.
Nah, bro.
Check the group chat.
The way my phone works is that
Check the fucking group chat.
The way my phone
works.
The way your phone works,
it rejects bullshit.
It only allows women through. I get it.
Long hair don't care, baby.
Long hair don't care. You fucking dickhead. Jamal sees my message and is like ignore. But then wants to get uppity when I'm talking about invites.
You didn't send me a message, fam?
Bro, check the group chat right now.
Jason, did you see that message?
I was there.
Check your group chat.
Yo, Jason never has nothing to do.
You see
He'd be out on the
you?
weekend. He would just be out.
Okay. And considering it's my birthday, you should hit me up. That's how it works.
Oh, really?
Anyways.
I'm Mormon. I don't celebrate birthdays.
You're Mormon. Now you're Mormon.
I'm a professional door knocker.
Now you're Mormon.
No, it's not.
Fuck out of here.
No.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, I'm a professional door knocker.
Fuck out of here.
I had training camp this weekend.
But as I was saying, I had a great week. Spent it with friends. Went out. I actually tried out the Timeout Market. It's actually really nice, man.
I didn't ask you that.
I don't care what you're asking.
Me?
I'm telling you.
You made mention like we had a discussion about this before.
I'm telling you what I did during my birthday week.
Oh. If I cared, I would have asked. So
I don't care what you care about.
What's on the docket
Clearly,
for today?
If someone can't come and show up for my birthday. I don't care what they think.
I don't celebrate birthdays.
I don't care.
I don't even celebrate mine. You guys don't even know when's my birthday.
I don't care.
Exactly.
It's not important right now.
Do I come here and be like, hey, it's my birthday?
It's not
No.
important right now. This is my time.
Oh my God. You're worse than a 7-year-old girl.
I can be.
Hell, let me not say that. Oh yeah, we're not on that network anymore.
What does that have to do with anything?
Now you can say what you want, Jamal. Don't worry.
As I was saying, went to the timeout market. It's really nice.
Thank you.
Jason, highly suggest you and Christina go.
Where?
Timeout Market, Montreal.
Timeout Market.
It's that new, like, basically it's a giant, like, kiosk of all, like, the big restaurants, or some of the big restaurants in Montreal. It's, like, all in one place. They have, like, a condensed menu so you can, like, test it out before actually going to the actual restaurants.
Where is it exactly?
In the Eaton Center.
In the Eaton Center.
Yeah.
Oh, so that new construction that they built.
Yeah, pretty much like that.
Okay, closer to the Le Cathédrale.
Yeah, exactly.
They have something like that at Rockland.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
okay,
kind
I
of like
get
that
what-
one
yeah,
too,
yeah.
but no, it was actually really nice. I ended up going, I think it was last Wednesday. Last Wednesday.
What restaurants do they have there?
Oh, fuck. I didn't bring the list.
We don't need it. Please keep going.
I just know there's a lot. One of my favorites, obviously, Ramados, because ended with a nice
Ramados
pizza.
is in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, now he cares. Look at him. Look at him.
As soon as you hear chicken,
Bro,
Portuguese
why you
chicken.
gotta be
Chicken
racist? I don't want chicken poutine first of all. That's very racist of you guys.
No, whoa. What's racist about your excitement?
As a black person, you think I'm only excited for chicken?
No.
That's what you
very
said.
racist.
No.
That's what you
No,
said.
Jason said.
First off, check the tape.
Yeah, Jason clearly. Oh, you're
First of all,
chicken. He's
check the
happy.
tape.
I said you
All
hear
I
chicken.
did, I never said anything about what type of food. I just said the name of a restaurant, and you lit up.
'Cause
like a
y'all
Christmas
know I
tree
fuck with
on
Ramados.
Christmas fucking Eve. Okay, that's what you did.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's very racist. And,
What's racist about it?
and it's not fat people friendly. That's very
Oh, here you go.
Hey,
Here
you're
you
being
go.
sensitive like the
Look-
people we know.
Look at him play the victim.
being
Look at him
sensitive like
playing
the
the
people we knew.
victim.
He's being sensitive like those people. we
Mad
know.
sensitive. Mad sensitive.
I'm not sensitive, bro. You know,
You
I
know,
don't give a fuck.
he's been acting above it all this whole time.
It's above me now.
Yeah, it better be above you because all of a sudden now you're feeling a little
Bro, you know I don't
incensed. and it's
No,
all
no,
about
but-
your emotions and
No,
your
but
feelings.
Jamal's not like that. Jamal's house is
I don't
clean.
give a fuck, bro.
Jamal's house is clean. He don't have to worry about that.
I don't care about none of those things, fam.
But yeah, you should go. One of your favorite restaurants is there. You should go with Christina.
I just want the chicken, fam.
Honestly, it's really plus they have like a
But
whole
they don't
big,
smoke that joint there. What, they get the chicken delivered? Because it's, I like
No,
that.
they cook it there.
So they got a charcoal
Like they
grill there.
dude. They cook it all
Yeah,
there, bro.
because the one at Rockland, there's a Bakar.
It's all about essentially like getting the restaurant experience in that area. So it's like you can,
But I could go there on a takeout vibe, though.
yeah, like you can literally go there, either sit and eat or take your food to go.
They don't
like,
have
it's
the full-
legit.
they don't have the
yeah,
full
it's a
thing.
condensed menu. So it's like they take like either one
Bro,
of
I
the best
understand what
selling
the fuck
shit.
condensed means,
Well,
bro.
I'm telling you, and you keep asking me questions like you don't know how like a fucking food court works.
Hey, first of all, watch
My
your mouth.
G,
Watch your
allow
mouth.
me to explain it so
Watch
you don't
your
have to
mouth.
ask so many questions.
Bro, because you're talking in circles.
You're like a woman who just watched a movie for the first time, tapping you every. Who's that? Why are they going in there?
Why you out of
Do they
breath?
know he's in there?
Bro, chill.
Plus, they got a big ass fucking bar, a wine bar, a regular bar, all that shit. Fucking lit. You should go.
I'll try it.
Try it out. Go, Christina. She'll love it.
Yeah.
Jamal, you should go too. Bring one of your, or two of your, or three of your lady friends.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Who you texting?
I text nobody. My phone's my phone's literally off in front of you.
I've missed you guys.
The feeling wasn't mutual, but okay.
All right, should we actually start with something important?
Nothing important, but go ahead. 'Cause I know you're gonna talk football.
No, I'm not. I'm leaving it up to you. Like, what do you guys want to start with?
Well, I mean,
He does want to start with this lady friend.
my lady friends are not up for discussion.
Hey man, it's all up to you. You could like let us into a glimpse of your life, you know?
No, only lettuce you get is in your
You're like
salad.
the giant mystery of this show.
Why?
No, it's like
Not a mystery.
it's like we know like Jason, he's like looking for a place, him and his girl, you know, like we got like
The
a
fuck
little
we
sense
know
of
about
him.
you?
you know me, I'm single. I'm working a lot. I'm just going out enjoying the social life, networking, things like that.
That's good.
Celibacy. But
Bullshit, but okay.
Hey, celibacy is still going strong. I'm waiting till January.
Bro, you're one of the biggest male hoes I know.
Just because you see me make out with someone doesn't mean I'm fucking them. Big difference.
I would not comment on that.
Did you get more women on your phone than me?
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
I wish, my guy, I wish I had it like you.
Don't wish, bro.
I'm trying to get like you, Jamal. For real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to get like you.
I don't know what you're talking about. We've witnessed you live in motion. All three of us here have seen what you do. Hey. You talk about celibacy.
Hey, that was like a year ago.
Could you even spell that word?
That was a year ago. Celebcy. Did I do it right?
I don't know, bro. Asking me.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Tyler said I was correct.
Tyler says a lot of things. He also said the Browns were going to win.
It's true. I don't think Tyler's
not
a good
credible.
Look, a broken clock is right twice a day, my friends. Let's not poke him on him while he's down. Let's not like any of our teams are great.
They really make OBJ look like a average receiver.
So we are going to talk football. All right, let's just jump right into it. Should we start with the fight?
What fight?
Well, there was a fight last Thursday between the Browns and the Steelers. We're talking Browns. We might as well just jump into it.
It's already starting off well.
Oh, Lord. I don't know, man. When I first saw it, my first instinct was like, yeah, he should be suspended for the rest of the season.
Well, for the listeners, some of you may have seen it, I'm assuming, and some of you may have not. Essentially, there's two people who were extremely in the wrong here. The quarterback for the Steelers, Mason Rudolph, and Myles Garrett, who's a defensive end / linebacker for the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
It's pretty much the end of the game. I'm pretty sure there was like less than 10 seconds left. Mason Rudolph is having one of the shittiest performances we've seen in a long time. 4 interceptions, just throwing up dubs. And then at the end of it,
Phillip Rivers on his good days. But go ahead.
End of the game, Mason Rudolph's trying to make something happen, goes for a throw, gets wrapped up by Myles Garrett. Myles is just pretty much doing what any defensive end does. You grab on, you bring him down, and wasn't a malicious hit. He didn't drive him into the ground, didn't put his body weight on it, which is some shit that they're trying to stop happening in the league. And, Mason Rudolph essentially just took offense to the fact that he got brought down once again and starts attacking Myles Garrett, who, for the record, Mason Rudolph, 6'1", if that?
No, he's not 6'1".
He's small.
Yeah.
He's a short. No, he's at least 6 feet. I believe he's at least 6 feet. Myles Garrett is my height, maybe taller, and at about 40 pounds. He's massive.
40 what?
He's like 260.
You're 240?
I said add 40 pounds.
Oh, you're 220, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm about 220, maybe 230.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but he's...
At about 30, 40 pounds.
It's fucking crazy.
But, Myles Garrett is he's a big hulking dude, And, like I said, tackle was pretty simple, pretty standard. He brought you down, whatever. But Mason Rudolph is trying to rip his helmet off, starts kicking at him in his groin. So, obviously, Myles Garrett at that point flips out, rips Mason Rudolph's helmet off.
The streets came out.
And you know what? At that point, he had his helmet, but the Steelers' O-line separated them pretty clean. And it was like, all right, we're away. But then Mason Rudolph starts charging at Garrett like an idiot and took a clunker, helmet to the head, which, yeah, I'm laughing, but you can't fucking do that.
Of course you can.
I said that.
Of course you can.
No, you can't do. Technically, by the rule book, you can't do.
When I watched it live, I was like, "Yo, Garrett's out of place. Like he should be suspended. Yeah. He should be fined." But then when I watched it back with the whole kick into the groin, then I was like, "Bro, you should have broke his mouth." I think
that was one of the things too that in the immediate when you were watching it live happen. Because the cameras were still on the play, they were following the ball, and we were down the field, we didn't see everything that happened before. We just saw the separation, helmet in hand, and then he swings on him.
Yeah. Well,
so you have Joe Buck and Aikman freaking out, oh, this is atrocious, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen. But then when they actually showed the whole play and everything that happened, it's okay, I kind of get why he freaked out the way he did. You know, not that I'm excusing it, but it's like, yeah, I can see how it got to the point of him holding his helmet in his hand and not excusing the swing, but him swinging on him. What say you?
Hey, if someone tried to kick me in my balls with cleats, if I miss that first swing, I'm going to go in for again with another swing. I'm sorry. No, honestly, like at first, like Jamali said, when I first saw it myself too, I was like, yo, why are you going crazy hitting dude over the head? Then you see all the little shit that was going on that Rudolph was doing. It's like, all right, dude's on the ground. Mason Rudolph tried to rip off his helmet. Didn't work. He took off your helmet, got separated, and was backing away. Then dude came in and chased after him to come after him again without a helmet. Like, what are you going to do?
The worst part of it, too, like, you see Mason Rudolph literally forcing his way around his O-lineman to get at Garrett, gets hit in the head with the helmet, and throws his arms in the air like, did you guys see that? Like, perfect, like, I'm the victim here. That's why bullshit.
It's gonna be open season on him. It's
open
season on him.
The worst part of it, like, yeah, you have, Pouncey attacking him, which, as the O lineman, you got to protect your.
But I think he's going to be suspended.
No, he's already suspended. Garrett suspended. Pouncey got suspended. There was another.
No, I'm talking about Rudolph.
He should. I don't know.
I think he's going to be suspended.
He should be. Because it's ridiculous that you literally are the reason it got.
He antagonized the whole situation. In the first place,
like, even if you get that tackle and you have, like, you feel it's a bad tackle, you don't start attacking someone, ripping off their helmet and putting your hands in, like, their face mask. Like, that's the last thing you fucking do. And that was the first thing he tried to do. Like, you're literally showing you're just here for the attack. And then afterwards, you have the press conference where he's talking about how Myles Garrett is Bush League and he's a coward. Like, as if we don't have cameras filming every single angle of this field for these literal situations, and you think we're not going to see what you did.
All I'm saying is, Steelers, you better hope your O-line is good next week, because everyone is going to come after that quarterback hard now. Now, like, give him a couple 3-4 hits. He's going to start getting flustered.
I think they might be on bye next week, no?
They're on bye?
They might be. I don't
know. But that's, I was like, yeah, he deserved to get hit on the head with that helmet. He deserved it.
I'm not going to agree with that. I don't think he deserved that. Maybe a punch in the face, but he deserved the helmet. Honestly, like, a full swing with a helmet, like, I kind of look at it in the same way of how in baseball you have these, like, when a batter flips a bat or he takes his time trotting around the bases, and then the next time he's at bat, the pitcher swings, like, throws the ball at his head, like, to me, like, there's shit you shouldn't do. Like, no matter how you feel about it, there's shit you shouldn't do.
Say what you want to say. He deserved to get his ass kicked. Period.
No, and I'm not against an ass kicking. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he shouldn't have gone out, because look, when Aqib Talib and fucking
snatching chains and stuff,
swinging on each other, like, I was all for that, because you know what, hate is hate. If it's in the air, it's in the air.
He got it the worst though. Now he played with Miami.
Like,
he got traded to Miami.
It's like, so. if you guys don't like each other, you don't like each other. Settle it.
But
get your fines, get your ejections. I'm not against that.
But you see, the thing is, what's really messed up is that he is getting excused because, again, Garrett looked like the aggressor.
Yeah,
he's also 6'8". Let's say give or take 260, 275. And yes, we all saw in that moment where he swung I don't know if the helmet connected.
It did.
No, he did connect. It wasn't like a full connection, but he connected. Even with that, I agree with you, because I don't like the narrative that came out immediately, especially when we had the replay showing the very beginning from when he got tackled up to the point of the helmet swinging. You see the things that progress and how everybody's making it as if what Myles Garrett did is the worst atrocious thing that's ever happened in football. Which,
exactly.
I mean, you can literally go back, 2-3 seasons ago when we watched Gronkowski literally elbow drop a guy who was on the ground in the out of bounds in the back of the head. We've seen worse. Like, we've seen the Andre Johnson fight that happened. Like, we've seen worse things happen, right?
The tackle on Antonio Brown.
So it's like the fact that you're making this helmet swing the worst thing you've ever seen. Like,
but what
we have something in recent history that we can line up to it.
What's also need to go, I forgot the linesman name, but bro, if you're gonna go in, it's similar to what Ben Simmons did. If you're going into a fight and you're trying to separate it, grab your dude, please. Don't grab because that's what he was doing, because he was pushing up against Myles Garrett, and which leaves this little moron to be running around free.
In the lineman's defense, in that case, you're looking at it like, and easily in these situations where you see a fight's breaking out between the opposing player and your quarterback, you're usually just going to go full force on him. The fact that he was just hugging him, walking him back, you're not thinking your player is dumb enough to come back and keep it going.
Hey.
You know, like in his mind, he's like, look, I got him.
No, I don't care.
Your other lineman has most likely got Mason Rudolph. That's the thought that's going through your head. Because you see, like, even
grab your dude.
But look, even in recent with what happened between the Timberwolves and the 76ers.
Right.
When you see people fighting, your first thought is grab the first body, separate. You're not looking at it as, okay, who's in my jersey? Let me grab them. It's just two people are fighting.
The reason why I say that is because had he done that, Garrett was not going to go after Rudolph. He wasn't. And we wouldn't have this whole, well, both teams got fined with $250,000. Yeah. You know, Garrett suspended indefinitely. Yeah. Well, at least that's what they said. Probably
he can appeal it. Most likely it'll just be for this season and playoffs, and that'll be it.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where, bro, handle your player. Because at the end of the day, that's who you should be protecting. And when you want to protect somebody, you make sure you're in control of them. That's where my problem. That's where I would say the only thing that needed to be done and be done properly.
I disagree with it only because of when you're watching it, you see like he had his arms around Garrett.
Oh, I'm not saying his intention was malicious.
What I'm saying is like he had his arms around Garrett. Garrett was calm. He literally did his job in defusing a part of the situation.
Clearly, he didn't do his job.
Well, no, but the thing is, he was with Garrett, and Garrett wasn't pushing against him or anything. They were walking backwards. It was like it was defused at that point.
And to my initial statement, Garrett looked like the aggressor, and he was treated as the aggressor when he wasn't. So just because of his size, had he, first and foremost, you have to think to yourself, like, if I have a pit bull, if I'm walking a Chihuahua down the road, and the pit bull is coming, am I going to run at the pit bull and pick him up? I'm going to grab my Chihuahua in my arm and make sure he's out of the reach of the pit bull. What? What do you mean? What? Is that confusing?
It makes sense though. Like,
is that complex that you don't get it?
You don't stop the pit bull.
You don't stop the pit bull. You protect your own.
Chihuahua, you're both getting jumped.
The pit bull won't come at you.
He wouldn't attack you. That's what I'm saying. Like, the way they're treating Garrett with this is
I'm not going to compare the Garrett situation to dogs. Especially when we're when you watch a tape, what you're saying is like you're saying he should have held Mason Rudolph, but if you literally look at the situation at the point when those two linemen are with Garrett, Mason Rudolph is far out of the picture. If they're there with him and everything is calm at that point,
then why keep your attention on him? Because you're treating him like the aggressor.
Dude, you see it all the time, whether it's football, even in hockey, basketball.
And that's where
you hold.
Issues happen.
Look, there was a ref there as well. So the fact that you literally have two linemen and a ref with Garrett, and then who comes around the corner?
Because these NFL refs are equipped to do anything.
The point is, you're talking about defuse that player, but they went and just grabbed the person who was on top of Mason Rudolph. They picked him up. They moved him away.
He was not on top of him, bro.
Watch it again.
He wasn't.
Watch it again.
They were scuffling. They got up.
Yeah, and when he was kicking him in the grind, where was Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph was on the ground.
On the ground.
There you go.
Yeah, but
again. So they went, grabbed Garrett, backed him up, while Mason Rudolph is on the floor.
But he got up and started rushing.
He gets up and goes after Garrett when there's two of his guys and a ref there. They did what they were supposed to do in that situation.
To me, as long as Garrett was no longer being aggressive, you should turn around and pay attention to your little Chihuahua before you got his ass chewed up. That's why I'm saying watch it.
It was literally a split second.
I don't know.
And he got that
watch it again. It was a split second. Once they got him up, Mason gets up and goes right at him. They did what they were supposed to do as far as separating them. Mason was the one who was already separated.
For going back at him. why was the attention on Garrett when they were already separated?
That's what I'm saying. Watch it again. It was literally like a split second of we picked him up, we're walking back, Mason gets up, goes at him. They did what they were
I think
supposed
he
to
should
do.
be suspended.
No, I agree with you there. I fully, when I watched it, I was like, there's no reason why. The initial statement came out. They said 2 Browns players and 1 Steelers player, and that 1 Steelers player was Pouncey, and it wasn't Mason Rudolph. It made no sense.
Pouncey started kicking dude in the head.
Yeah, no, but understandable why it was him. But I'm saying it made no sense that he was the only one, considering what Mason Rudolph did.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph. Good luck next week when you play, because it's going to come at you.
They're going to protect him and suspend his ass. Who are they playing next week?
I don't have to check and see.
I can check.
They're going to line him up. They're going to light him up for sure.
No, because the problem is there's going to be extra attention on it, given the circumstances that happened last game. So they're not going to let it. They're playing the Bengals.
Speaking of fights, I want to say a happy anniversary to the 15-year anniversary to the Malice in the Palace.
Speaking of fights,
that was the best fight of all time in sports. I don't care what anyone says.
If we had Twitter, back when that happened,
Malice in the Palace was something else.
Shit.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
The reason the NBA is the way it is today is because of Malice in the Palace, man. It literally changed the landscape of everything we know in the NBA.
Steven Jackson, Jermaine O'Neal, and Ron Artest are heroes in basketball.
Dude, a man's life was saved because there was water on the floor.
That Jermaine O'Neal punch?
Yeah.
A man's life was saved. He almost got one punch man into the afterlife, but he slipped on either some water or some beer.
He's still connected, though. He's still not as hard as he could.
That's what I'm saying. The connection was hard enough to knock the guy on his ass. Imagine if he didn't lose his footing.
Oh, my God.
Ron Artest jumping into the stands.
Yo, those are... But he's from New York, so of course. That's what
What is that supposed to mean?
He's wild. That's what he's doing. That's what that's supposed to mean.
He's a Queens dude.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's
Queensbridge.
That's why Kobe got punched in the neck, because Chris Childs wasn't fucking with him.
Please,
I'm just saying.
So Kobe got punched in the neck because he was elbowing Chris Childs.
But I'm just saying.
Chris Childs told him, if you elbow me again, I'm going to fuck you up.
You're going to see these hands.
That's the highlight of Chris Childs' career.
And he got a 2-piece with a biscuit.
Extra crispy, hold the spice.
Please.
Why don't you ever like that story? Because Kobe got...
Because you guys just say, like, as he
15-year anniversary of Malice in the Palace. You know the crazy shit is, I feel like everybody remembers where they were when that shit, if they watched it in real time.
I was home.
I was home when I watched it.
I remember that shit thoroughly.
That was an amazing fight. Amazing fight.
I want to say amazing because I'm not a violent person.
Yo, 3 dudes went after
I love violence.
The whole city of Detroit.
I live for it. I love it.
Three dudes went after the whole city of Detroit. 3 dudes took on all of Detroit that night. That's crazy.
Yo, those guys were monsters. And considering they're all over 6'6", right?
Yeah.
And like they're like,
no, that one dude that came on the court and started talking around our test.
He squared up quick. Ron Artest was like, Ron Artest was just like, yo, squaring up.
What makes you think, dog? And this was literally like prime, like goon size Ron Artest.
Oh hell yeah! Like, he looked like he got freed out of prison. He looked like he was locked
from the yard. Ron Artest,
bro. He was locked up with Bane, bro.
Like all I do is bench press Ron Artest. Like that's the one that you see this guy face to face.
You look
and you want to fight him?
He never had a barber. He just shaved the shit himself. Like he looked.
It's like there's certain people that when they're in situations like that, you're like, yeah, I could tell you've never been punched in the face because you think you can take this guy, and you don't know how washed you're about to get, man.
To this day, like I don't even know if it was really. I don't even know if the person who spilled the beer on his ass got hit for it. Because no one knows where that beer came from.
They know who did it, but Ron Artest went after the wrong person.
Yeah, he just went.
He just go. It was like go time.
The guy he went after was scared.
And Steven Jackson was so funny because like Ron Artest is sitting like on the sidelines. He gets the beer, he reacts. I don't even think Steven Jackson knew what the fuck happened. He just ran. It was just like, yo, you're going, I'm going to. And it was
because prior to that happening, you had essentially like Ben Wallace going after was it Jermaine O'Neal?
Right.
Yeah.
There was a scuffle before that.
Then Ron Artest getting involved. So it's like you
and
already
McDice was involved
everybody
in something.
was already heated.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it was like, like you normally, if I see you guys jumping into something, I'll probably be like, yo, chill. Steven Jackson was like, "You're going, I'm going," and it was like Jermaine O'Neal. He didn't care. He was just like, "Let's go."
It was all right. If people are swinging, I'm swinging, and
it was crazy. I was just like, "Yo, these guys are not playing."
TTG, man.
All I'm saying, 3 people took on Detroit that night, and they won. 3 people.
Well, it's not 3 normal sized people. Jermaine O'Neal is like what 6'2", 7'2".
Yeah.
Or he was built properly.
That situation is the definition of a Thanksgiving turkey, man, because we're still talking about it today.
I'm gonna watch that again when I go home. I want to see that fight in the entirety.
Yeah, and when you watch that, just put on that Chris Childs 2-piece.
I'm not watching Chris Childs 2-piece. First of all, Chris Childs missed his 2 punches.
No, he didn't.
He connected.
He connected.
No,
he
got
connected.
one.
Nah, Kobe got sauce, bro.
He got the neck.
Kobe got that spice.
One in the jaw, one in the throat.
Please.
Yeah.
Connection.
Chris Childs, my ass. I'm sure Kobe dropped like 60 the next night he faced New York with that.
Doesn't matter. He got chin check, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Where's Chris Childs now?
It doesn't matter.
I'd rather put 2 on somebody than
like at the end of the day, like his highlight of his career is him defending himself to who people may consider one.
Not
of the
many people
players.
can say they gave Kobe a 2-piece.
He get him the business. Kobe kept his hands down. He's like mellow, literally.
All right, let's.
Oh please.
Should we move on to a serious football topic or keep it on basketball?
Go on your serious football one. No, go ahead.
Say it like it's my story.
Go ahead.
We'll talk about the workout that wasn't with Colin Kaepernick and the NFL.
Yeah,
the giant fiasco. Personally, as far as I see this shit, I'm over it.
Thank you.
But I'm over it in the sense of, I just think it's at a point where both sides just don't trust each other. We know they don't trust each other. There's never going to be any positive that comes out of these two trying to figure shit out. And this was just like the final straw of straws that we knew was about to happen eventually. I mean, like,
you think it's over?
I think at this point it is. I don't know how you salvage anything from this. I mean, like, you have the NFL who, everybody has their opinion on what their intentions were, but you give Kaepernick an opportunity with this workout. You tell him, look, we're going to have representatives from 32 teams out there for you, and you're going to have a chance to just showcase your talent, but they want to do it under their guidelines and their provisions, which for the NFL, they're perfectly entitled to do so.
Okay.
The one place that I feel everybody can agree with where they may have put their foot in it was when they put out that last minute waiver that they told me had 48 hours to respond to, where essentially they said that they were going to be providing him the wide receivers and they didn't want to have media there. And essentially that once this workout's done from that point forward, he'd have to give up the rights to suing them for any collusion if he doesn't get put on a team, which in that sense.
So, but wasn't that issue settled already?
It wasn't settled.
No.
That's why he moved
the original
this.
settlement that they put in was that they essentially paid him lost wages.
Oh, so that lawsuit is still ongoing or it hasn't been filed?
No, that was the settlement where he couldn't talk about.
Right, I get
was the
that.
lost wages
Right,
thing.
but so the whole collusion, they're still open to that.
If he wanted to sue them for collusion, he could have. But what they wanted to do with this was saying, because we gave you this workout, because there's representatives from the teams here, whether you get picked up from a team or not, signing this waiver means you're waiving your right to sue us for collusion if you don't get picked up from a team. Which, personally, I look at it, it's like they're perfectly entitled to do that. That's the right to it. Plus, they want to protect themselves because if they feel like, look, we've done everything we've done for you, and you don't get picked up, good for you. The only place that it really looked like they were just doing this as a means to get rid of this story altogether was the fact that they didn't want this workout open to the media. And that's where you create this situation where it's like, wait, you want me to give up my right to sue you for collusion, yet you want to have full control over any video, if video even is going to be taken, of this workout, and that I can't have any type of protections on myself, and I have to give up my principles and my rights for this. So I can understand where the NFL looks fucked up in this, and also where Kaepernick, in a sense, how people are looking at him like, you know what? If you really want to play, just fuck it, do the workout. You've gone so far with your principles that at this point, this is the only way you're going to get in, and they feel a type of way about it. But either way, like I said, I'm just essentially over it. They did what they did. He went and had his workout. I watched maybe about 15, 20 minutes of it. He looked good. You can tell he's
better
still,
than a lot of the quarterbacks.
and that's the thing.
Right
You can really look good when you don't have 11 guys on the opposition chasing down after you. You know, like as far as like his physicality, his arm strength, his leg work, we knew that's there. We've seen his Instagram videos, Twitter posts of him working out 5 days a week for the last 3 years. Like we all know he's in shape and he's ready to go. But like I said, if he gets picked up, great. If he doesn't, I'm not surprised. I'm over it.
I was in the mindset that I actually applaud what he did.
Yeah.
If you're giving up your rights to, to not have the receivers that you want, to not have media there, NFL could create any bias or anything like saying, "Oh, all 32 teams saw you there and you weren't that good." No. And the thing is, when he moved it to the high school field or whatever, only 8 teams showed up. Why? I don't know why, but it was 8 teams. Those 8 teams, I think, are the ones who needed the quarterback the most.
No, and definitely shit. You know the guy can play.
Were the Giants there?
Huh?
I don't think they announced which teams. They didn't say which teams were
Jets, there. The Jets, one of the people in Jets, Washington was there.
Both those teams need quarterbacks.
Who else?
Washington Jets?
Washington does.
The Jets sent someone there. Washington sent someone there. And I was like, the workout's done. He did the workout. It's done. It's on tape. Everything's there. NFL can't create a narrative. So I don't understand why the 32 executives or whatever, not all of them could have gone to the high school thing. That made no sense.
It's weird because it was announced as if it would be execs, but you knew it wasn't. It was mostly like third string scout members, and because they did it on a Saturday. Right off the bat, it was doomed in a sense because workouts don't happen on Saturdays. College football's on Saturdays. All the scouts, all the execs are paying attention to college football. Yeah. So it's like to have it on a Saturday, you already knew
this time of the year.
Yeah, like you knew right off the bat, like it's fishy. Workouts happen on Tuesdays. It happens a time during the week where there aren't any distractions whatsoever. It's middle of the week because Mondays are usually for the meetings or Monday Night Football, and then Wednesdays you're having your main practices and you're screening for a Thursday night game or things of that nature. So it's like Tuesday is the day.
Yeah.
So from time I heard it was on a Saturday, knowing the situation that they do for these workouts, I was like, it's a bit fishy.
The whole thing was fishy, and I was like, you know what, Cap, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
And if no team picks you up now you can sue for collusion because there's absolutely no reason from watching his workout that you can keep him out of the NFL.
That's the one thing I completely agree with him making sure he controlled narrative because for one, the whole reason this whole situation happened is because transparency wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Like that's the biggest reason why for 3 years he hasn't played.
There you go.
Make sure you maintain transparency.
The NFL is just making this worse on themselves.
Yeah.
And then you have people like Marcellus Wiley, Stephen A. just talking nonsense as usual.
And like when it comes to Stephen A., like he's somebody that as far as his personality in television, I thoroughly enjoy him. He's entertaining, like for the mundane day-to-day stories, I enjoy him. But when it comes to things like this, he has a bad habit of just rushing to it. It's the very little bit of information that came out from the NFL. He was just like,
he took it as law.
He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to do
it as law, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, we've literally only heard 5% of one side of this story. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't know anything of it. And then when everything started to come out about why it was on a Saturday, why this was happening, why it got moved, things started to make a bit more sense. And like I said, for me, I was just like, look, I understand the NFL's position on this because of how they view Kaepernick as they want somebody who's just going to come in. Like, for teams in general, they don't want the circus.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, like, look, you look at someone like Tim Tebow. Like, he wasn't as good as Kaepernick, and he was essentially ostracized because of the fact that it was more of a circus to have him around than anything else. It didn't feel
like a circus with Tim Tebow. That's the thing. I think Tim Tebow wasn't given the chance.
No, as a Broncos fan, I knew you
were going to say that.
There was a fucking circus with Tim Tebow.
But what was the circus, though? I don't understand the circus.
It's the type of media, and look, it's nowhere near.
But he has no control over that.
But what I'm saying is it's nowhere near the type of circus that, and no, he doesn't have control over it, but teams don't want it. And it's more a matter of what are you bringing to this team that will essentially affect it to the point of in the locker room, on the field. If you are bringing this attention, but when it comes to you on the field, like you are undeniable, then they're going to bring you in. They're going to keep you, and they're going to do what they have to do to stave off as much as they can, but they're going to allow it in.
Yeah.
But when it's in the case of Kaepernick, nobody's looking at him as a starter. They're looking at him as somebody that's just going to be another guy in the roster, or maybe a second or third string. And then you're going to bring this media circus along with you.
But he's not a second or third string. That's the thing. He's a starter, and he can start for a good at least 10 teams for the NFL right now.
And we can have those conversations based on each team, but what I'm saying is how they're looking at it.
And another thing is that NFL executives are very, I could say they're very ego driven. Like you brought up the Broncos. Yeah, the Broncos, they got rid of Tebow and they got Peyton Manning and they won a Super Bowl. But since then, Tim Tebow was the best quarterback other than Peyton Manning that you guys had, which is sad. But he
wasn't even the best.
Huh?
He was a 500.
Yeah, but look at your other quarterbacks.
Who was there before that?
Oof.
Look at the quarterbacks he had since. That's the thing.
There you go.
Tim Tebow was the other than Peyton Manning, he was the second best quarterback on that team.
Peyton Manning wasn't even that good. He had one great season with us.
Well, that's all it took.
No. The great season he had, we didn't even win the Super Bowl.
You guys should have never won to begin with. Should be grateful.
Oh, look at this hater.
Be grateful.
Oh.
Be grateful.
I don't have to be grateful, okay?
Be grateful.
What have you done for me lately? That's how I look at my teams.
Jamal, the Giants shouldn't have won those 2 Super Bowls, but Eli's terrible play? Because it was worse.
We're not going to have this conversation.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, okay? We're not engaging.
I'm just asking a question.
Let's stay on topic.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Because Eli's on the bench right now.
There's much to be said about this situation, but as far as I see it, I'm over it. I am fully over it. I hope he gets a job. I'm not saying it in the sense of I don't give a fuck what happens to him. I really do hope he gets a job. I hope whatever 8 teams that were there, one or two, like give him a situation where at least he gets a choice, and hopefully gets a couple calls back, because from what we saw, there's no reason why. But at the same time, with everything that literally happened in the situation, I would not be surprised.
The NFL already took their stand when they said kneeling, murder, rape, battery is less offensive than kneeling.
Well, no, kneeling for
the flag.
No. Kneeling when it comes to defending police brutality, because your boy that you mentioned, Tim Tebow, used to kneel like a motherfucker.
Prayed for Jesus.
He spent more time on his knees than he did on his feet.
That's not true.
Pause.
Yes, he did.
Take a knee for Jesus.
You out here throwing pauses around. You enjoying the freedom he got now.
His girl's not here.
Neither is the network. Oh, what?
Moving on. Actually, what are we moving on to? I was going to say basketball.
Yep. Melo, congrats.
Melo found a team. He's
or a team found Melo.
00.
A team found Melo.
What do you mean 00?
He's taken the number 00 because it represents infinite. It represents a nonstop cycle. You didn't hear his little speech?
A nonstop cycle of him building houses with all the bricks he's going to be shooting up?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I just want to see the first. Is he playing tonight?
He's starting tonight.
Yeah.
He's starting?
He's starting, yes. He's starting.
Oh, my God.
What do you mean? He's a starter?
Yeah, he's a starter.
I'm convinced that the Blazers just saw they had a rough start, and they're like, let's go full tank without making it look like we're going full tank.
Nah, they're at that point where they need to trade Damian Lillard. They have to. Get him out of there. Get him out of there.
Power to Melo. I'm not going to hate on him. I'm waiting for that first time he gets the ball and we see him do
to get out the way. He's just going to be dribbling out the clock.
When I see him wave his guys out the way and go into ISO Melo, I'm going to be like, all right, I can go to bed. That's all I needed to see.
Yeah, he's going to do that.
And you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Or when he goes up for the board.
Why you gotta treat Melo like that, man?
Yo, I love Melo, man. I love Melo because he's provided me with so much unintentional comedy over the years that I can't hate the guy.
Well, they're losing right now, though.
What's the score?
No, it's tied. It's just tied. 48-48.
Is it
to the Pelicans?
Second?
Yeah, it's in a second.
All right.
How much points Melo got so far?
I'll check that for you in a second.
Nope. I hope he does well.
He will do well.
I mean, I know you have blind faith for him.
No, I don't. I just don't. I like people to be treated fairly, and I think the way he was treated was wrong. I think, you can't think that you could do stuff like that.
Like what?
Well, first of all, you get him on your team with Rockets, and for no reason, it's a problem when your whole locker room is shocked when a decision's made. And
they asked him to come off the bench. He said he refuses to come off the bench. They waive him.
Who was he going to come off the bench behind, bro?
Hey, if the coach says, I want you to come off the bench, I want you to be a sixth man.
Bro, it didn't make sense, fam.
Look, I'm not saying what makes sense or not in the Rockets situation. I'm just saying the coach wanted him to come off the bench. He refused it, said, I will not come off the bench. He got waived.
Well, right now he's 3 for 7 with 7 points.
My guy, Melo.
Better shooting percentage than James Harden, who's averaging 40 points on 40 shots. Get that MVP by any means.
Well, yeah. When you have what's his face stealing rebounds from his teammates, Westbrook, you have to get your shots up anyways. We
should really, and I think the last 2 weeks ago I made a mention of have this conversation about Westbrook of how the people he works with, he makes teams better. And I know you might not agree with it, but remember this: when he was with that shitty OKC team, still made them playoff contenders. Whether they went on in the first or not, they went to the playoffs. All right? Remember that. And right now, Westbrook is there, doing his job, deferring to James Harden, making James Harden better.
He's still getting a triple doubles by stealing rebounds.
Just saying. James Harden.
I told you not touch that ball.
Everybody's talking about this James Harden MVP stuff. Looking good because Westbrook is there.
We'll see how that goes. Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
He's got Brody in his corner. That's all that matters.
Oh, boy. But on the better news, Lakers still in first place.
You guys look good. You going to put some respect on your King's name?
Who?
Are you, Jason Elias, going
Anthony
to put
Davis? Yeah, of course
some
I will.
respect
Anthony
on
Davis balling
your
out.
King James, the guy who is currently averaging a triple-double name?
Hey, listen, every time Kobe showed up to the Staples Center, they win. That's what I'm saying. Every time Kobe showed up to the Staples Center,
when
they
I
win.
see LeBron James going out there and just facilitating that offense, I gotta say, man, you look good. You look very impressive with LeBron James at the helm of your squad, getting the ball to Anthony Davis in perfect position so that he gets an easy dunk or an easy shot, a good look.
Hey, all I'm saying is when Kobe wasn't there, they lost that game. Kobe came back, they won the game. It's the aura, man. It's Kobe. It's all Kobe.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Bro, I'm sure I'm going to get you Kobe's dick for a fucking Christmas present.
Like, how can he not praise his own players?
Yo, honestly, Jason has such a deep-rooted hate for LeBron James.
It's not hate. What hate do I have for LeBron James? I love what LeBron
Kobe
James
won't
does.
even be there. Like, the Lakers will win. He'll be like, yeah, Kobe was in the rafters.
I'm sure if I ask Christina right now, I'm sure you say Kobe's name when you're sleeping.
This dude's a hater.
You probably say Kobe when you getting hit. Like, you hitting and you be like, Kobe.
This dude's a hater, dog.
Yo.
Do you scream Kobe during your vinegar?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
You be like, Kobe.
Kobe!
I do not.
Bro, you on Kobe's nuts, bro.
24!
Listen, I like LeBron James. I like what he's doing. LeBron James, to me, in this modern era, is the most socially conscious athlete of all time right now. Like, he do everything for the society. He's, especially with the schools, getting them all to graduate and everything. That's amazing. No one has done. Jordan, Kobe,
Man,
they haven't done that.
cut the shit. We don't want to hear that crap.
But
give him his pat on the back.
But until he wins a chip.
Until he wins a chip.
I can't.
He has 3 trips.
With the Lakers. It's easy to win chips in Miami and with Cleveland. But when do you win it for the franchise?
Okay.
The franchise.
Right. Wait. Did you just say it's easier to win for Cleveland?
Yes, it is. Because there's no pressure in Cleveland. They don't expect nothing. Have you seen Cleveland?
Team that literally never won a chip until LeBron
in
James
52 years.
brought them
and
one.
they don't expect
You're
it.
saying it's easier to win there, and not in the Lakers.
There's no pressure.
Where literally people flock there.
There's absolutely no pressure in Cleveland.
Showtime Lakers.
There's no pressure.
You are out of your mind.
The water. Listen, water is running low there because there's no pressure. That's how low the pressure is.
The same way it's harder to win in Cleveland, harder to win in Toronto, a lot easier to win in a franchise that is known to just get what they want.
Well, if you're willing to pay, you're gonna get championships.
So there you go. So, but what's your point?
So how are you saying it's harder to win in LA?
Because they're willing. It's hard. Listen,
bro,
compared to Cleveland.
You're in a big market.
A city that you notoriously say is the pits.
Because you're in a bigger market. You have media. You have everything, distractions, everything. What distractions do you have in Cleveland?
Dude,
first of all, no one wants to go to Cleveland. You don't even have support, so fuck
the bigger market, a city that people actually want to play in and players actually want to go to, a franchise that has a history of literally getting what they want versus Cleveland, Ohio, the Cavaliers, a place that literally LeBron James had to go back to in order for them to get their shit together.
To come there,
he had to literally go back there for them to get their shit together to win a chip. And you're saying it's
because
easier.
They spent money. They started spending money.
No. What money did they spend?
There's a cap.
Really? Tristan Thompson is worth $50 million a year? Are you kidding me?
No. Oh, that's just a good agent.
Are you kidding me? Tristan
State
Thompson
Farm is there.
Please.
Shout out to Clutch Sports.
Please, my ass.
Clutch Sports.
No. They started spending money on players and stuff.
Okay, but point in cases, when you guys won your first, only three-peat, you guys were paying almost $100 million over in luxury tax.
Lakers?
Yeah, because you guys bought that championship.
What are you talking about? You bought the championship. You think it, what? Because of the referee and the betting stuff?
No, you guys are paying luxury
you guys were
tax.
over on the luxury tax.
You guys were above your cap.
I don't know the books, so I couldn't tell you on that.
Back then, I don't know what the rule is for the luxury tax, but for
you couldn't go over the luxury tax back then. Now you can't do it anymore. You can.
You could.
No,
but
the luxury tax is essentially you going over the cap.
Right.
That's all.
And that's what it is.
Depending on how much over the cap you are is whatever tax you have to pay.
But back then, the luxury tax was $1 for whatever you were over. You had to match it dollar for dollar. So you guys were $80 million in luxury tax.
All right. Yeah, but teams didn't want to pay that. And there were teams that could pay it. There were teams that could pay it. There were teams that could pay it.
So you're out here buying championships, huh?
So it's easier to win in LA.
Exactly.
No, it's not.
When you're willing to spend
you still have to play.
When you're willing to spend
you still have to play.
$80 million in luxury tax per season just so you get a championship?
You still have to play. How do you mean just to get? You still have to play the game.
I'm just saying, bro.
You're still dealing with distractions.
I'm just saying. You think Ron Harper was worth the money they gave him back then? Derek Fisher? Don't throw shot on Tristan's name.
Please.
The big guy. He was grabbing boards and shit. Tristan played well.
Someone's got to do the dirt work. Someone's got to be the Andre Drummond, man.
And at least Tristan Thompson was working out with LeBron. Where was Kobe and Shaq? Shaq was out eating burgers while Kobe was working out.
Doing commercials.
Teamwork, baby.
Big Diesel. Pause.
I'm not saying nothing after that. Purchase championships, but I'm just saying they still got them.
8.
I would like to say, man, since Disney Plus came out, Orlando hasn't lost a game. It's been great.
Please.
Hey, they sponsor the Magic. What do you want from me, fuck? I got to take every little bit I can get. They suck this year.
When have they not sucked in the last 10 years?
Hey, we made the playoffs last year.
Oh, wow.
What'd your Knicks do?
Huh? I'm not a Knicks fan. Why you guys keep asking me dumb questions about the Knicks fan? I'm not Wolf, bro. That's Wolf's team.
What'd your Lakers do?
Hey, LeBron was hurt.
Yeah, okay.
What do you mean, yeah, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Lakers playing tonight against OKC, so that should be a good game.
They're getting smoked.
Yeah, easy game. But
they're getting smoked. It's easy. Hopefully, Chris Paul and Rondo don't get into another fight, but
probably gonna happen.
It's gonna be a good match, though.
Chris Paul was like, "You took my spot on that dream team."
I can't stand Chris Paul. I like him. I respect him as a player, but I can't respect him as a person, though.
No, I respect Chris Paul as a family man, as a basketball player, and he all around good human being.
He's like the.
I don't know him to call him.
Well, I mean, from what he displayed, from what I could analyze, he doesn't seem like a terrible guy.
He has like short man complex in the NBA.
Kobe too has that.
I mean, short man complex. What are you talking about?
Kobe has a complex, bro. He was insecure.
Kobe's just a sociopath.
Yeah, he's insecure.
And you have to have some level of sociopath to be like that dedicated to one thing.
Greatness.
I'm not saying it as a bad thing though.
Greatness is born from it.
Greatness was born from it, sure.
Anything else to touch on?
Pause. Bro. What the fuck? Michael over here.
You like that?
Whoa.
This is called
Lean
Michael,
into
dog?
it, Jamali.
Oh, speaking of Michael, I think they're trying to come up with a new
Who the fuck is Michael?
I don't know what Michael he's talking about.
Jackson.
Oh Lord, there's a new accuser.
I think they're trying to get a new lawsuit coming on, but they have to acknowledge that they have to get people who didn't see that documentary thing to actually have no bias in it.
Look,
like
man,
the dude's dead. Leave
he
him alone.
made Do You Remember?
He made Thriller.
Yo, they just need to leave him alone. Release Bill Cosby. Release R. Kelly and just let him live.
Man in the Mirror.
Whoa, I'm not sure about Cosby and R. Kelly. Those two could stay in jail.
When Janet Dickinson said she openly lied,
Well,
I think yes, you should
according
be fucking
to the law,
free.
Yes, according to the law.
Reopen the case.
No, be free. That's a mistrial and be free. Boom. That's it. That's all.
Reopen the case.
Kelly, I don't know.
R. Kelly, yeah, he
R. Kelly, he out here, man.
R. Kelly. You know what? I'll tell you off because it's a whole nother.
Did he touch you, Matthew?
He touched me in all the wrong places.
You probably liked it, but anyways, go ahead. What you're saying?
I would never told.
All you have to do is just get R. Kelly a studio in the prison, let him come up with music, and keep him there. That's all you got to do. I could separate the man and the music. I don't know.
Oh hell yeah!
I could separate the man and the music.
Oh hell
we
yeah!
We are not having this conversation.
Well, I am. I can.
We can have it off camera.
Tarantino is a racist. People still love his shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, for sure. You can't separate that though.
Hey.
But he's made racist
Anyone
comments.
who works with Samuel Jackson is a great guy.
Anyways, what do you want to talk about? Oh, that was the thing. Or you have anything to discuss?
No, I was just trying to say final thoughts.
You're gonna give your praise to Kylie Jenner for selling 51% of her company for $600 million.
I was just looking with Christina on the website.
If you want
to buy something,
it seems like you just praised her. So there you go.
No, I think that I'm not. Whoa, calm down. I didn't praise her.
Dude, you brought it up
because you're a fan of the House of Witches.
You literally brought them up.
I was gonna say that's not. I wouldn't have sold it if I was her. Not yet, anyways.
Bro, I think she did the right move.
Really? She gave a controlling interest though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. She's still on there, and she still have 49%.
It's literally just her name on it.
Yeah, it's like she
doesn't run that shit.
Yeah, like bro, that's like what you do when you liquidate asset. She has capital now. Yeah. She can go in and do something bigger and greater, and that's still something that generate revenue for her.
But that was the $1 billion company thing, right?
Right.
Yeah. So now she, instead of getting $600 million because taxes, it's gonna go half in taxes. Los Angeles. She getting away like 300 mil?
I'm sure there's fucking ways for them to funnel that money into something else without.
Look, if she just takes it and invests it right back right away.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some way, some loophole that
she can keep all of it. That would be great.
No, I'm sure she probably liquidated it because she probably has bigger plans, something else coming.
That's crazy though. Like I would sell some of the company, but not controlling interest.
I would definitely sell controlling interest.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Let's thank Jamali for bringing up a Kardashian.
Okay. When this nigga spent his Sunday nights watching that shit.
I didn't even know it showed on Sunday night.
Oh.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you something.
Bullshit.
Dude, Sunday Night Football is what I do on a Sunday night,
you be watching Kardashians, bro. I see your shit.
I have to tell you.
Yo, when people tell on themselves.
Remember the 90-day fiance thing I showed you guys?
Right.
With the black guy Caesar being all pathetic and stuff?
What wrong with Caesar now?
Oh, it gets worse.
Why?
It gets... People who don't watch the show, there's this other guy named Jesse. He was not even a part of the show. He dated one of the girls that was on it.
The girl Caesar wanted?
What, he exposes her?
No, the guy is named Jesse. He dated one of the other contestants or whatever, Darcy, one of these people on the show.
Bro, where the fuck do they find these people weird names, bro?
All over.
Seems like they're just a bunch of weirdos.
That's a pretty common name.
Caesar, Darcy.
Never heard Caesar before?
Caesar, yes, but not a black Caesar. I've never met a black unless I'm watching Black Ink, bro.
Maybe he has Hispanic heritage.
Whatever the case may be.
Go ahead.
Whatever the case may be.
Cesar.
Yeah. He met the girl. You remember that girl that was catfishing him? Well, it turns out she's a real person.
Yeah, no.
However, she's now dating this other dude who was on the show.
With the Romanian chick?
No, yeah, the Romanian chick. So basically,
she's just swindling.
He just got set up. He just got set up. It looked like he just got set up. Like he just tossed it up, and the guy just swooped in and took her.
Bro, that's not a take, bro. That's like, nah, fam. Like that's not a take. That's
dude,
like,
you have to watch the show, man.
She just drained one man's pocket dry. And you that's not a catch, bro.
He freely gave that money.
Yeah, he gave her $40,000, dog.
Bro, freely. No, but he was coercing providing that money up front. Hey,
did she put a gun to his head?
She never met him. They still haven't met to this day.
What?
Did she put a gun to his head?
Did R. Kelly put a gun to his victim's head, according to shit?
Hey.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
But like I said, we're going to talk about that when the cameras go off.
Thank you. Bill Cosby didn't put a gun to nobody's head.
If you willingly give your coins to, it's like, so all these women now got OnlyFans.
Right.
If you want to subscribe to their OnlyFans and contribute to them,
right,
that is your fucking choice.
Right. And if you want to show up to Bill Cosby's house on a second and a third and a fourth night to get
give
touched,
me $20K, then you give her $20K.
Right.
My friend,
it's funny how people could have standards,
your choice.
Double standards.
How's that a double standard?
Because you're saying it's freely when they showed up at his house freely.
Look, I know what you're trying to do. We're not doing it.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna have a nice talk.
No, we're not gonna have a nice talk about nothing.
Because you do this every time.
No, I'm just saying.
Trying to compare rape to somebody giving money.
There's no. Well, it's abuse. It's abuse. That is abuse.
Final thoughts?
No, but it's abuse.
I didn't say it wasn't.
So then what the fuck? One abuse is better than the other?
Stupid.
No, one abuse. Well, I think the victims who...
You're doing it. Final thoughts.
I'm not done. I am not done, and I'll be done when I'm done.
Final thoughts.
Fuck your final thoughts.
Let him finish.
It's going to go on forever.
No, but this is exactly the problem. When it's entertaining and when society accepts it, you think it's funny. But I'm just saying, if you could say Caesar abuse is funny, or was he put himself in harm's way?
Caesar tried to pay for pussy and lost.
I know, and they tried to buy fame and got fucked. And then, to me, it's fair trade.
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Jason, do you disagree?
Not really. But,
Thank you.
But I've seen Caesar. You haven't seen him. This is
I've seen the video. You showed me the video.
No, there's other stuff you haven't seen. This is a level of patheticness that goes beyond anything you've ever seen in your life.
And there's a level of desperation with women who wants to get famous, and that shit happens.
Yo, she asked him to pay for his rent, and he did. Like, what do you want?
I know, and some of them wanted to be coach for Penn State.
Paid her rent.
They wanted to coach for Penn State, but they got to blow him first. I mean, she wanted the position. She got it. I'm just saying.
Finish up. Let's finish up.
I'm done now. You can go ahead with your final fucking thoughts.
No, I just want to know what you guys have for final thoughts.
I don't know.
Somehow you always bring it back to rape. Right. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Don't Be Mad podcast. As always, you can reach us on Twitter and Instagram at Don't Be Mad Pod, or you can hit us up on Facebook, Don't Be Mad Podcast. We'll see you guys next week.
We out.
Take care. Peace.